Let's talk about what happened yesterday. I don't know if you're aware, but I didn't really get a lot of time to process the direct yesterday because I was a little too busy screaming at my microphone for money. Yep, that's just the job description at that point, but I just want to give a little more in-depth thought and review to the direct. I hope that's not too much. I don't know if that's milking it too much, but I mainly want to use it to speculate on things to come, potentially. Because if you look at the direct, it starts with Simon Belmont, which this was leaked the night before because they accidentally set audio on the website to say bloody tears, and I don't know, it was just someone lost their job probably, for being real. But you have Luigi in the mansion, and then Luigi just dies, by the way. Wait, let's see Luigi die again. Yeah, that'll do it. And then Simon Belmont, who in my first video as Alpharad, uploaded in 2014, I said that he was my #2 most wanted character in Smash 4. And I think I just gave up hope because of Konami, but I think that old top 10 list might have had some gold in it because I did have Gino as #1. So maybe that'll happen soon. I do have a theory about that, but we'll dive into that later. But Simon Belmont looks great. He gets his own stage. He gets Grand Cross. Then you have Dracula's Castle and whatnot. And then Richter, which I honestly didn't think they would ever do an Echo Fighter for a newcomer. So that was kind of a surprise for me. I did not see this coming at all. Because the leak only said that it didn't even really confirm that there's a Castlevania character in the game. All it told us was like, hey, there's Castlevania music in the game. And I didn't want to be too hopeful, so I was like, well, it could just be music. We don't know that for sure. But it does look like we have 2 Castlevania reps. An assist trophy, a stage, a boss, and many enemies. And also, Luigi's still dead, by the way.
This is Castlevania
so let's talk about that. We have He-Man Simon Belmont joining the battle at long last. I really can't believe that. This range looks incredible. So, I really haven't had a character resonate with me yet in Smash Ultimate, but Simon or Richter, they're kind of looking like they could be the ones. I'm really looking at Peach because I like her new down tilt, and then I'll play Pichu for the people non-stop. And I think I'm looking at Bayonetta and Mario as well, assuming Bayonetta's... Because I love Bayonetta, I just hope she's a little toned down so I don't feel bad for playing her, you know what I'm saying?
Very powerful.
So yeah, let's scroll through this a little bit. The darkest stage, that's fine. 34 songs is a lot. Like, I was kind of surprised by that. And I like how I can actually go through the video without screaming at everything new now. This is a nice, brand new light. So, what else we got? We got Richter, Echo Fighter, JoJo's. Yeah, as it goes. Chrom. So, I think in my Echo Fighters video, the 5 characters I really thought couldn't happen were Chrom, Dark Samus, Shadow the Hedgehog, Octoling, and that might be it, actually. Well, I'm going to add Isabelle to the list. I think Isabelle can be an Echo Fighter for Villager. I think that one's possible. But if I did forget, I might have said, I think I said another one. But anyways, I do think that Shadow the Hedgehog is like 99% confirmed as an Echo Fighter for Sonic. And what Chrom showed us is that he's actually a Roy Echo Fighter, but you see he has Ike Ether. So it shows us that they don't have to have every move to be an Echo Fighter, which makes me think that they could have Shadow be Sonic's Echo Fighter and give him like 2 different specials or something. Like instead of a spring ride, he has a teleport or something like that, you know? So I definitely think that there is some room to make Shadow slightly different than Sonic, but I'm still like full force expecting Shadow the Hedgehog. And then Dark Samus. This looks so much like Samus, but honestly, a little better. The idle animation is so good. I love the idle animation, and then right here, or hold up, you see dash attack? And this move sends at a way better angle than normal Samus. I talked to eSam about this because he's already popping off over it. But the idle animation for Dark Samus is what makes the character for me. This is insanely good. And this furthers the theory that I've seen and absolutely agree with, that I think Smash Ultimate, I do think there's going to be a story mode. And I think that the whole theme of it is heroes versus villains, but not like Taboo and Master Hand versus everyone. Like, I think it's going to be Bowser, Ganon. Like, imagine Nicktoons Unite, but with Smash Bros. I'm sorry I have to dumb it down like that, but I think that's what it's going to be. I think all the villains are going to team up, and then it's heroes versus villains. And that's why they're introducing so many villains. We have Wolf back, and as you know, there's already K. Rool, and now Ridley. Like, 3 of the 4... No.
When stacked, you can switch between them.
Oh, okay, I guess like Wolf's not a newcomer. But of the 4 newcomers, not including Echo Fighters, 3 of them... Well, 2 of them are villains, which like 50% are villains, and then you have Simon. So, stages. I'm really excited for PS1. Also, right here, you see Luma in this weird... It's either a teeter animation, or like how Nana goes in panic as soon as Rose or Popo gets hit. This could be something like that. And let's just keep on scrolling. These are stages. I'm excited to see this in HD. Gamer. If you're a gamer, press that like button. Only gamers can press that like button. If you're not a gamer, don't press it. But let's... FD. This looks really pretty and 100% fits the aesthetic of Ultimate. I hope it doesn't blind me like it does in Smash 4, but I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this FD. And then they showed us New Donk City Hall, which I'm happy with. I like Odyssey a whole lot, to nobody's surprise. It's just a transformation stage, which is kind of what everybody expected as soon as we got teased about the New Donk stage. But you got Pauline hopping in, and I'm just happy we get Odyssey music in Smash. On top of the 9 million tracks we get in this game. And then we get this FD, or FOD, excuse me. I'm really happy about Fountain of Dreams. This is like one of the few stages I wanted in Smash. I'm like, put it in Smash 4, then they never did. But they put it in Ultimate, so I can't really complain. That's the thing about Smash Ultimate. It's like everything they're doing, you just really can't complain. And then they have this number, Launch Off to the Stars, and have 103 stages, which is a little insane. And then they try to word it, I was like, if you count Omegas and Hazardless stages and Battlefield variants, we have 1 million stages. And I'm like, sure. Okay. Like, why not? But stage hazards being able to turn off, like, look at all these stages. In Smash 4, our problem was finding like 4 good stages. Then they just gave us 103, and about like 50 of them have to be like legal enough, like walk-offs, no walk-offs, stuff like that. But this is going to be a little crazy. The community is going to be in absolute hell trying to make a stage list because we have too many stages now. Like, look at this. This is FD with walls. And there's maybe some platforms later. I don't know. But it's a little crazy. And then they have stage morphs, which for the competitive community, I don't think they'll actually use anything like this. But casually, I will play this. I think it'd be fun to practice if you're a competitive player to like play on FD and then Smashville. But that's me just being accustomed to like 2 stages. So you might have like a whole lot of stages you can add. But 2 stages makes it a little bit more anticlimactic than it was intended to be. I'd like to see more, but I mean, this is one of those things I never knew I wanted it until they just put it in. And then music. This menu gave me so much hope because it's a minimalist look, and that's 100% what I love. So you can put music on any stage from any series, and they have 900 tracks, 28 hours of musics. But look at this beautiful menu. It's all blue, which is my favorite color by far. But it's just simple. It's elegant and simple, and that makes me so happy. And if you didn't know, you can now use your Switch as a $300 iPod. Nobody knows what she's listening to except you out there. Oh, yeah. Hitting some bangers, walking down the street at Luigi's mansion. Ooh, get it, girl. But yeah, so this is the Bloody Tears monster dance that they showed on accident instead of Galaga Medley. But, well, that was a pretty bad leak, I gotta say. And the thing was, it was no, like, it wasn't a traditional leak. It was absolutely a mess up from Nintendo. It's strange. But making the rules first and having a last use option is really nice. I'm really happy about having stock for stamina, which is an option in Project M, which I really do think that they being Nintendo, have to have played Project M because a lot of the new modes are directly from Project M. I'm not saying that they saw this and said we have to
This
take
way,
everything
you
from
pick
it.
a fighter
I
based
just
on how
think
well-suited they
it's
are for
either
the
an
stage.
insane coincidence or they had
with
to
the
have
last
studied it
battle's loser pick the
and
next
said,
stage to even
these
the
are good
odds.
ideas, let's implement them in our game. Because Project M did have the stock stamina, and then they also introduced all... Well, okay, let's talk about FS meter real quick. Final Smash meter is all I have ever wanted in Smash Bros. This is incredible. Like, it's a little too strong to be legal right now because Marth still kills you at 20%. But if they make them even weaker, I think that these... I will at least be an advocate to get these legal in the competitive scene. Because I think they're really hype for spectators. And I think it doesn't make it uncompetitive because supers are not... like, that happens in other fighting games. So if they add meter management, I think that's completely fine. But... let's talk about Squad Strike. I can't tell if this is a crew battle mode or an all-star mode,
or 3-on-3 elimination
but
style battle to decide the winner.
it is either the crew battle mode or the all-star mode from Project M.
But it might be fun
So
for multiple players
right here it looks like a crew battle, but if it, I don't know if it's like if Mario kills Yoshi, does Mario stay in and Yoshi has to, like, I don't know yet. So I have to see it, but I'm really excited about it. And we have a tourney mode, and a lot of people are saying, where's my double elimination bracket? But right here, they show the different kinds of brackets. So I think they might add more brackets. They just might not be showing us everything right now. So we'll see. But Smashdown is cool. It pretty much is an Iron Man because once you pick a character, you can't be that character anymore. And I don't think anybody really wants to do an 80-man Iron Man in Smash Ultimate. So I feel like Iron Man's going to be dumbed down to like, hey, you pick your 20 best characters. And that's not even all. That's crazy. A good training mode is much needed. Right here, they introduce trajectory lines, which shows the red one is 0%, and then green is current, I have to assume, or maybe 50. And then blue is 100, which I would like it more if it was DI lines. Like, you could see how to combo out a certain DI, but I think we still might get that. I don't think that's set in stone, because that could just be an option they announce later for like a competitively oriented Nintendo Direct, because they're making a lot of changes directly for the competitive scene. I don't think a lot of people are realizing that, but a lot of these changes have the competitive scene in mind, like at the forefront of their mind. It's insane. This game is a love letter. I've said this so many times, but it's absolutely true. And
assist trophy.
What is this? Okay, items. You got the banana gun that turned into a banana. I don't know. Items. Let's talk about these. As a casual at heart, Greninja can now study the blade, and anyone can. They made everyone a Fire Emblem character now, so I'm very excited about that. And then we got Bomber, which is pretty much like the S flag, but now for a bomb. And who else? We got Death Scythe. You can slice with the slice. And you just KO everyone who's probably over 100%. And this staff is just exactly what it says. Nothing to talk about there. Don't really care about the mushroom. I think Rage Blaster is funny because the higher your damage, the stronger it gets, which is what Rage is in Smash 4, but Nintendo has never called Rage Rage? Like they did in like a Smash Run, Smash 4 item? No, Smash Run. But they didn't like directly call it that. I think this Executor is hilarious. Just the fact he's a wall is going to set up for so many funny things. And I'm really happy about that. Abra is a sneaky son of a gun, because he just teleports you somewhere random on stage, and that will set up for some shenanigans, I'm sure of it. I can't wait for Ganesh to be down airing off stage and just happens to get hit by Abra's teleportation. And then they announced Mimikyu right here, which I know some people were hoping Mimikyu would be a character. I still think we're going to get Gen 7 rep. I just don't know who it's going to be at this point. It could be Incineroar, or it's pretty much going to be Incineroar or Decidueye. Those are the only two I think it could be. And Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, cute. Ditto is hype, because if you don't know, Ditto was cut from Melee's development cycle as a Pokemon, and now they finally did it. And right here, everyone's heart dropped because they thought Zero was going to be a character, but I was like, oh, cool, he's an assist trophy. We don't need a Marvel 3-0 in Smash Bros., trust me. But he would just do that. That's his neutral. And then Knuckles, again, proving that Shadow is not here yet, which makes me think he's going to be an Echo Fighter all the more. And who do we got here? Isn't it Crystal? Yeah, she just freezes you. And has like a jab combo, I guess. And Claptrap, foreshadowing right there, He just kind of fights you. And then Captain, dude, he drives your ass to the blast zone. Like, one-way ticket, no return flight. Then you got Kawasaki serving up a meal. And Great Fox was an assist trophy from Brawl, if I'm not wrong. But they brought it back because obviously Snake isn't the game. And you can have Nikki, who draws penises on the screen if you really want her to. And Shovel Knight, which this was a surprise for me. Because I know everyone wanted him as a character, but I thought an indie rep was unrealistic just because how Nintendo is. But just the fact they put an indie rep as an assist trophy is a huge gate that's open for everyone else. And as you can see, Moon is officially deconfirmed as a playable character.
All of it can be
and as is Ashley.
guest.
Rip, pour one out.
Another powerful one has
But
just arrived.
Ashley, no, not Ashley, Shovel Knight, I feel like he opens the doors for other characters, like Shantae perhaps, maybe? We'll see. But this is an absolute teaser. I find it very hard to believe that this is not a story mode. Because in boss fights, it'd be different if it was like classic and you saw two characters or something. If it was a stage and you saw two characters. Like if it was like a metal face fight, you only see DDD here, and then you only saw Fox. Like, no, let's go back. Like, that's what the Rayquaza fight was in Subspace. So I really do think that it's a possibility that there's a story mode, and that would be one of the bosses. Bring it as an assist trophy, that's cool, whatever, but they make a really weird, strong point saying he's the first. So I really gotta go with the fact that this is story mode. I really do think that.
Take a quick look at the main menu.
And the main menu is looking sleek. I want to talk about this because that green mode, all the green modes have traditionally been single player modes, and the thing on the right that's being censored, I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's the Grinder app for Smash Bros. I don't know. Y'all want to smash something like that?
Mysterious mode
but
here.
This mysterious mode,
it's just yet.
Someone did decode it, and it appears as if it's called Spirit. Spirits, I think, plural. And who knows what that means? Is it a boss rush? Is it a story mode? Who knows? Time will only tell, so we just have to patiently wait. And then they bring it home and announce nothing else. Wait, they do. They show the heroes versus villains theme I was talking about earlier. Then DK turns the TV off because he's like, huh, my villain isn't here, so why would I care? And then, wouldn't you know it, he appears, and it's actually King Dedede, which is voiced by Sakurai. So I think it's really funny that it just seems like Sakurai trolled the hell out of us, and he's laughing about it, having a good time. I feel like this would have been a good part to announce Dixie as an Echo Fighter, because everyone was like, wait a second, they're about to announce K-Rool, trust me, I promise they will. And then if they just didn't for like 2 minutes, I think that would have been hilarious. But K-Rool is finally in Smash, deserves his spot. Sakurai did tweet about having red eyes, and everyone was like, no, dude, he just needs help. That's not a sign for a character. But now I don't know if that red eye comment was about K-Rool's red eye or bloody tears. It could go either way. So let's zoom past this after DK's home blows up. And let's look at this big boy punch. So you see the two going at each other, and does this look familiar to anybody? Does this remind you of anybody? So, hear me out. In all these trailers, characters keep dying, right? So what if these characters keep dying, and in more trailers, characters keep dying? How could we ever bring a character back if they keep dying in these trailers? Because Luigi wasn't in anything after he died. Wait a second, neither was Mario after he died by Ridley. These characters are canonically dying. How can we save them? Wait a second. The dragon. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh no, Goku, come home!